So I remember when we first got out to the aircraft, we'd put the batteries on and we'd get the AC power spooling up so that when we come to start the thing, everything was spooled up to where we want it to be, gyros and whatnot. Once we'd put the cockpit on and put the nav lights on, we'd get out and we'd climb onto the transmission deck, and you just have a little look upstairs as to the state of the head of the rotor. Any leaks, any cracks, we'd make sure the integrity of the blades was good. If you could just look on top there, it's that little white nodule. It's called a BIM, Blade Integrity Module, I think it's called. And if they turned black, you knew that there was a crack in the blade somewhere. You'd open up the transmission deck, you'd look inside there for the hydraulics, you'd see if any telltale signs of leaks. There was also some little poppers that used to pop out if any of the filters were blocked. You'd check them. Then you'd climb down and you'd walk around just having a general look. This one's got the winch fitted to it. Even the support helicopter ones in Northern Ireland sometimes have winches on, so you check for leaks there, condition of the undercarriage, tyres, correct inflation. Then you're looking for sort of, big cracks or big dents down the fuselage. Make sure the windows are intact because they actually can fall out. And you can see there it says emergency exit pull. Some people do play with them, so we'd always make sure they were intact. Down the back here, there wasn't really much to look at other than make sure the fuel caps are on properly. But this was kind of the business end. When these were built for the Navy, the tail rotor section, you can see it's got a hinge. So you used to be able to crack it open and bend it round so that it would make more room on a ship. You get more helicopters in the same sort of space. So the tails would fold round to make a bit of room. So this was kind of crucial to us because we want to make sure that this area was attached properly. So on the other side, you make sure that the bolt was all in place. You just see the sight glass there? That's one of the sort of where the transmission comes down. There's a little joint there that goes up to the tail rotor. So you'd make sure that the level of oil in that glass was correct at the right level. And there was another one at the top there as well that we'd also look for. And then we'd have a play with the tail rotor. We'd make sure that wasn't free playing. It was solid, because all the way down here there is weak points to from the main rotor head to the tail rotor. There's points where actually it can fail. So you give it a good yank to make sure it was intact.